these two little half cut out woodland islands are going to have a little bit more completed on them today. You see where I've finished and I've covered it with topsoil and planted trees and wild plants on it, and you can see the bit that I haven't done yet, and this is like going to be a little channel of the pond coming up here. And if I go around here, you can see the bit I'm going to do. Loads of this bird's foot trefoil growing here. It really likes it, but it won't grow here so well when it's woodland, because it does like a bit of sun. Now you can see here all this exposed subsoil. All this really needs is just a thin layer of topsoil on it, and then vegetation can grow on it. It doesn't need much topsoil. The plants will form more topsoil, and all the things I grow in here are things that can tolerate low topsoil levels. So some bits still need to be cut out a bit more, other bits are just how I want them. And there's a little shelf there, and there's a little bit here, and this is like a sort of central valley that comes through here. And I'd want to sort of hack away at this, but I haven't worked out the logistics of that yet. So probably I'd have to attach myself to some kind of rope and sort of half abseil down here somehow, and then pickaxe this bit to just extend this little valley along here. But I haven't worked out that, so I can't do that bit today. If I just work along a bit, there's another little bit here I want to just shape a bit more as well. Possibly I could today put some topsoil here. That bit's completely how I want it to be. It's a bit fiddly, but I could work it out. And then I can have a look around the other side and see what it's like over there. And carefully does it. I'm just holding on to like tufts of grass here. Very slowly and carefully. Yeah, this bit's all kind of finished. I could just put topsoil here and that would work. Onto a little bigger bit here. Perhaps I could do this bit, because this is quite a sort of a largish shelfy bit. So this bit would be quite easy to do. I can get in here and just have like a thin layer of topsoil here, and then probably in the autumn, winter, then add some woodland plants and some trees. The pond water is going to be much higher when it's full, probably about to there. And I'll probably let that bit sort itself out over time. It's all very compressed clay, and it's very, very strong. This bit would be possibly quite easy to do here, just like down to there. So I shall decide which bits to do whilst I'm filling up the buckets of soil. So for the purpose of today's demonstration, I'm just going to get 4 buckets of soil, and then I've got a bucket of water to mix the soil up to make it all like the right consistency, so I can sort of spread it on and it'll stick there. And I need to take with me to get some soil, a pickaxe and a shovel, and these 4 buckets here to fill up with soil. So I'll go off and do that now. It's quite a precarious journey getting down to where we get the soil from, and it's more so carrying the buckets back up again. So here's our little soil quarry, and just going to try and pull these back, and as I pickaxe it I'll get these weed roots out, but it doesn't really matter about weeds of wild plants for new woods. Just spread these out a bit. And then get the pickaxe. And there's some here left from last time, nice and soft. Look at that, it's really nice. A really lovely topsoil here on this like swamp here. And eventually we're going to landscape this area as well, but for now we're just removing the topsoil, because when you have a pond you don't want a layer of topsoil because water travels through it really easily. You want all like a subsoil clay, so I'm removing this topsoil here before we landscape it, and then when we've landscaped it then we put some more topsoil on it. There's loads of topsoil here, tons and tons of it, and it's really nice. You can see how really nice and nutritious this the soil is here. all that swamp peat makes it really, really nice. And I'll go around this water forget-me-not here. Just leave that and just cut round it for now. And just chuck some of these weeds that have come out just further into the swamp there. And then just break this up a little bit. I'll just put the pickaxe out of the way there for a bit. And my shovels. And they're just like bash it like that. And then fill up all these buckets with this nice soil here. Doesn't matter about the odd weed root. I suppose you can just get them out. It really doesn't matter for this purpose. See, it's just 2 shovels makes a bucket. So it's quite quick really. Another load here. That's lovely stuff. Really deep, lovely, rich topsoil here. That's those 2 done. That's just a bit more in that one, not a full shovel though. Right, put that there. Whew. Have a gasp for breath, and then I'll carry these up. I'll start with these 2 and just carry them off back up to the woods. And now the tricky part, scaling this steep bit here. Just got to be careful where I tread here. And then when I get to the top, I can just put them down there, and they give me the weight to pull myself up. Whew. That was exhausting. And I just plonk these down over here somewhere, and now I'll make some slop, which is kind of the perfect mixture of soil and water, not so runny that it just falls off and collapses, and but runny enough to be able to spread nicely over the subsoil to make a good subsoil layer. So I just thought I'd come over here a bit and feed the fish, and then from here you get a good view of the islands from the other side of the pond, and you can sort of see where the channel's going to come up between them and where I want to put the topsoil and everything. It's nice to get a view of them from over here. If we've got any fish activity yet. These fish have been in for 2 years, and see little splashes and things. There's loads of little tiny ones, so they must have been breeding quite a bit. And they should get quite big in here. So just get another bucket, and I find about 20% of the bucket and the rest soil seems to be about the right mixture. So just tip some of this in here, like that, and sometimes stir it with the spade, but getting the spade means walking a long way, so I'm going to just do it by hand, and then just tip it all in here. And get so much of it in, and just mix it around and break up the lumps, so it's like a nice gooey kind of mud pie mixture. And then tip some more in, like that, and just mix that nicely up. It doesn't have to be perfect, just not too runny. When it's mixed from like fresh kind of semi-dry soil, it's easier than when it's sort of really gloopy and muddy. But you see that's a bit wet still there. That's too wet, that will be runny. So I'll put a bit more in, probably just a little bit more, like that. Mix that up. A little bit more water in this one, and some more soil. all the lumps broken up. It's very good hand exercise, crushing up lumps of soil. And loads more soil, mix it all up. And some more. Right, nearly ready. Bit more. And now, I'm going to carry these to where they're going to go. Whoa. And here the fiddly bit. How am I going to do this? I take one at a time and put that there. That's like a weight. I can just put a little, not all my weight on, but some of it. And then come over here and plonk it there. Right. Now, I think I could do this bit. Yeah, that's a good plan. Right. So, just scoop a load out and push it on like that. Hey Darius. And then, whoa. You see why I don't want to make it too runny. And then to make a nice shape. It will crack when it dries, but that's okay. It will sort itself out eventually. So that little bit there is like finished surface area. I'm going to take it a bit more down there and bring it up to meet this finished bit here. I'm just going to like get back here again and grab this one. Whoa, right there. Hold on to the tree. Whoa. Over to there. That could be there. And then I can just neaten that bit off to a little bit edge there. And bring this bit up to meet that bit at the top there. So it's nice, natural as possible looking slope. And then sort of continue on. Each little bit is a bit more finished surface area. Whoa, it's a bit runny, that one. You can see how it's more difficult when it's runny, but it's that's fine. You can always just rinse it out a bit, or if it collapses a bit, wait till it dries a bit and then just alter it. But that should be okay. The steeper it is, the more likely it is to run. But just by smoothing the wet stuff off, it makes it far less wet, like that. That should hold, especially in nice dry weather. It should dry really quickly. That's a bit awkward to get there. And then that gets that little bit done. I mean, it's maybe 6-8 inches in places and 2 or 3 inches in places as well. That's fine. It's going to be quite like a rough, like really steep island, so that's fine. Now, some of these tree branches could possibly be layered down into here, sort of like that, with a nice stone or two, just to hold it in. This is a crab apple here, a really kind of prickly one, and let's go over like that. And then this crab apple is already growing out of here, so that's one less tree to plant there. I just do with my hand, scrape some bits of the last bits of mud out there, just give that crab apple a bit more soil. Yeah, that's that first bit done there. I'll just put these 2 buckets there to dry, and then I'll get another bucket of water, or possibly 2. And then just come down to the pond here and find a little bit that's deep enough. And just fill them up here. And carry them back over to there. So same thing again. Like a 20% of pond water, and then soil, and then mix it up break up the lumps, and you get this other one here. This is the last bucket, and tip some of that in and give that a nice stir. If you've done too much soil and too much water, you can always just tip a bit back into the bucket like that. Just needs a bit more. That's all of it. I'll put those upside down, they're still dry. That's lovely. Make sure I've broken up all of the lumps and it's nicely mixed in. Alright. So 4 buckets of soil mixed with the water makes 3 buckets of slop. That's interesting. I wonder why that is. Right. Here I think I could do this side here. Oh, there's that bit that isn't done yet. That's more level. So this is just subsoil here. So I could put some there. Just bunging it up like that. Some of the water, the surplus water, will soak into the dry ground there and get rid of some of it, make it more pliable. That up to the crabapple here. This little oak tree seeded itself there. That's good, because the plan with these islands is to just plant shrub trees and let the bigger trees seed themselves. So that's the first big tree that seeded itself. So here is the finished bit, and then here's like the side. So you can see it's quite thick there. And then I just leave that as a steep bit so I know where I've got to, and then another time I can come along and fill it up a bit further. But you see that's created a nice finished bit there, and over here there's a much thinner layer on this side, but that's fine. So that's that bit there. So you can see just with 4 buckets I've got quite a lot of surface area done. So for spending a whole day doing this, you get quite a bit done, but it is a long process and takes quite a long time. Hope you liked today's video. If you did, please like and subscribe, and if you press the little me, it's just somewhere down there, I'm not sure where, somewhere down there, then you can see all my other videos, and I shall see you next time.